Hey everyone, it's Dev from the Maniology team with our weekly live every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. You can find us here on another nail stamping journey. Whether it's tutorial, technique, or hack, we're here to discuss the details and we're so happy you could join. Also, your support on Maniology Live matters the world to us. If you're enjoying our videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. You're officially part of the fantastic community. We're always eager to hear your thoughts and ideas, so feel free to drop a comment. Also, if you haven't had the chance to explore our latest collection, now's the perfect moment to do so. Wrap yourself in warmth with our cozy hoodies or savor your favorite hot beverage in style with our Maniology merch. Don't miss out and make sure to go to our site at www.maniology.com for more styles. So I'm so happy everyone could join. Hello, everybody. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Alexis. Hi, Grandma Mimsy. See lots of familiar names. Hey, Tina. So happy that you guys could be here. I know there's I moved from the place that I was before, and my new house has a lot of nature sounds, just a lot of sounds in general. So there's a lot of birds around here. There's all kinds of little animals and creatures. Yes, I had a great vacation. Thank you so much for asking, Mystic Kitten and Tamara. It was really, really good. It's the kind of vacation where it's like, darn it, I love my job. But vacation, you just never want it to end sometimes. Like, I don't know if there is, I'm sure there is too much of a good thing, but it's like, oh, it was so fun to be away for a while. It's been a very long time since I've gone international, so it was a good trip. Anyways, today we are going to be showing you how to recreate this snake print design without a stamping plate. Nothing else is needed except for polish. Isn't that crazy? So this is really, you don't even need a brush, anything. Like, you don't need any other tools, just 2 polishes, and preferably something that's contrasting color. So I already kind of painted some of the bases just to kind of make things a little easier and speed up the process. However, I just want to show you guys. Look at this. Look how fun this is. Does this take a while to dry? Yes. Was it 100% worth it? Absolutely. So let's get into it. I saw this technique online. I forget who it was. I'm gonna have to comment that later, but I saw someone do a video on this and I thought it was just the coolest idea. So I was like, all right, let me give it a try. So we're gonna start off with this one first. So I applied a black base and then I applied 1 coat of CBGB, which is P135, and this is from the Night Out collection. If you don't have this collection, I highly, highly recommend you pick it up because right now it's on sale. Hint, hint, wink, wink. If you love it, now it's a good time to shop. So you're gonna need 2 colors. I'm gonna be using this color as my base, and then I'm going to use Studio 54 P134, which is also from that collection, to create our pretty little snake pattern. So again, I already applied a base down just so that way I didn't have to go and do multiple coats. But when I say apply it thick, that's going to help significantly. So you're gonna see when I apply it, it's just gonna be very heavy-handed. So we're going thick. And then when you work with polishes like this, try to do quick strokes so that way you can get all the lines to be straight. If you hesitate at all, you're gonna have wiggly lines. Okay, so now we're gonna just go in with our second color and then try to get a bead of polish at the tip. And if you want, you can start in the center. I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. Oh, whoops, I did not nearly apply enough polish. So try to get a thicker bead. And then you're just going to go ahead and use the brush. And I think it's easier to start in the center. And then you're just going to do that. And that's it. Now, do it again. This time, make the line a little smaller. And then we're going to do it again. And we're going to make the lines a little bit smaller. So you are going to need to move a little bit quicker for this. And if it's not perfectly straight, it's completely fine. Because once we do the rest of the design, it's not really going to matter too much. Now you're going to go ahead and draw lines in between. So just like that. So time is of the essence when you do this thing. You're going to have to kind of have everything ready. But once you get going, it's pretty quick. And I like the look because it's a very unique look. It doesn't look so perfect. And sometimes, you know, you want something that's a little bit bigger, a little bit bolder. And that's correct. Snakeskin is never truly symmetrical. And this is one way to do it. So you can do the center line bigger and then the lines going up and down. You can have it cascading till it gets smaller and smaller. So that way the lines on the side can be bigger or smaller. So that's one way. The second way I'm going to show you is going to be a little bit more exact. Your gopher snake. Oh, gopher snake. You have a snake? That's pretty cool. I believe in you, Anna. I think you can do it. Especially because these brushes, I don't know if you guys saw, but they're more oval shaped. So, oh, by the way, I have spiced orange as the base, I think. Oh, no, it's not spiced orange. It's like, I think it's either clockwork or whatever other polish was inside there with that. I cannot remember right now. So, again, quick strokes down the center will help give you straight lines. And then I laid it on thick because if you lay it on thick, it makes it a lot easier for the polish to kind of move. Aw, that's so cute. I would love to meet your pet snake. Okay, so now we're going to start from the bottom this time, and we're going to do longer strokes. Like that. And I'm not really pushing in, so in case you're wondering, like, am I pressing hard? Not really. The polish kind of does all the work. The only thing I would say you need to be careful of when you're doing this technique is making sure you don't have too much polish at the end of your brush, because if you have too much polish at the end of your brush, it can create really ugly like dots. And then also be careful that you're not doing it like too close, because remember the polish will expand a little. So that's why I'm kind of spacing mine out a bit. But since the polish brush is already ovular shape, it makes it super simple to just kind of create these lines. I'm sorry if I'm not answering your questions. It's because I'm trying so hard to focus. Especially because time is of the essence with this. You don't want to dilly-dally too much, because you want to take advantage of the fact that the polish is wet. And you can see I'm not even doing like, I'm not even doing too much. I'm not moving too much. I'm not doing a lot of work. And trying to go in between each of the spots, the lines. And that is what it looks like. If you feel like you need to add a little more here, you can always go ahead and just add some to the top to kind of finish the look. Isn't that cool? Look at this combination too, it's so pretty. So the polish does dry, in case those of you who are wondering, like, how does it dry? What happens? It does dry. It does take a little while, but it'll dry. For those of you who do designs on our gel tips that Maniology sells, this would be a perfect way to get that look. You could do it on the tips, and then you could just like set it, forget it, and then put it on later. I did a bunch earlier. Some of these were like a little bit more failed experiments, and some of them turned out a lot better. And like, for example, this one, oh yeah, I did it before the live started, not too much longer. I want to say like 10-15 minutes before the live started, and it's already dry to the touch. And like, this is like a lot of me pressing. So I mean, I think it was dry sooner than that, but it's just, you know, I'm only showing you now because we're talking about it. So the next one I wanted to do for you is, how would this work on natural nails? So you could do it on natural nails if you want, and you could just go ahead and paint your layers and then quickly go at it. If you're doing it on the sidewalls here, depending how long your natural nail is and depending how your sidewalls are, some people have higher sidewalls and other people don't. You could, for that, I might want to just break out a brush and then just do the dots on the side, because I think that's going to be the hardest part, is doing the dots on the side if you're doing it on your natural nail. The dots down the, or I don't know how to say it. It's like not dots, like the ovals. This part down the center is going to be super easy and super quick. You're not going to need a brush for any of that stuff. But this stuff on the side, you might either need a brush or a toothpick to quickly place the dots. So the next design we're going to do, and again, you don't even have to have like a base color down if you don't want to. I just did it for, one, to see what some of these colors look like layered on top of each other. Two, because I thought it would be a little easier, like visually, because we're on camera. So look at this. I'm like, I don't know if you guys, whoops. I was talking too much. Hold on. So I had like a huge glob of polish. And when I was like glob it on, I really meant like glob it on. So this one, yeah, I just did 2 very generous coats of, what base is this? Dewdrop P1110, another regular polish. Then you're going to want to go ahead and take Blue Note P136, and we're just going to do the same technique. And then I'm going to explain some other things too about this design. This works well with fine holographic shimmer polishes like this color. It works well with cream bases, metallic bases. What it doesn't work well with is glitter bases. So if that polish has like chunks of glitter in it, or even like fine glitter, it's probably not a good idea because the texture makes it harder for the polish to kind of like move, I want to say. And then if you do this technique, I recommend doing contrasting colors, meaning a lighter color and a darker color, or you could do something where it's just like two completely different colors, like how I did like an orange and green thing, where they're really contrasting. That could look really, really cute. It'll stand out better. If you go for colors that are on the same side of the color wheel, for example, you go for like a dark red and then the orange polish as the spots for the snake print, it's just not going to stand out as much. But if that's the kind of subtle look you're going for, then it'll look great. But obviously the colors that are a lot more contrasting are going to be much more visually interesting, or not visually more visually interesting, but it's going to be more noticeable. Voila. Oh, whoops, missed one dot right there. So let's see, where have all the designs I've done so far? So this is pretty much it. It was a very simple look that I wanted to show you. It's not very complicated. You can take a look at this. This is one that I did with glitter. I used this base Firefly, which has, I want to say it has like holographic shimmer in it, but then I feel like it also has a little holographic glitter in it. So when I tried to do this with the orange, with this color, I just felt like it was a lot harder to work with. It wasn't as smooth versus when I did it with this. This was actually really easy to do that snake skin pattern with. Using this as a base worked really well. Maybe if you did it in reverse, for example, if you used this kind of base, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so for example, if I use this as a base because it's nice and smooth, and then I did this for the snake skin pattern, I think that would be easier, but you can't do it in reverse, if that makes sense. So if this is the base and then I try to use this for the spots, it's going to be harder for me. And I think part of that just has to do with the fact that like when the pigments are in the polish, because the base is still really wet, those pigments almost don't allow the polish to move freely. It's like a bunch of tiny barricades or something. I hope that clarifies that, or like, yeah, makes sense to all of you. So let me know if you guys have any questions, because honestly, I don't know if I really have much more to share with everybody. T, did we get all the questions? Looks like we're good. No questions. Did everyone eat dinner tonight or lunch? Oh yeah, well, I didn't make lunch. I went out for lunch real quick. I had some Korean food. Did you guys have lunch or dinner? Okay, very simple. I'm so happy that this was just a really straightforward and easy topic for a lot of you. I highly, highly recommend checking out more of our polishes because we have such a great selection of colors. Again, this collection is beautiful. If you really like the colors in this collection, I highly recommend you pick it up now because it is on sale on the site and they're just so pretty. They're perfect for fall too. Like, can you imagine this color with a bunch of fall leaves? So, so pretty. Chicken pesto? Ooh, that sounds good. So yes, I hope you all have an amazing week and we will talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.